BBC boss Tim Davie is set to face a grilling by press later today over allegations a presenter at the corporation paid a teen for sexually explicit images. The unnamed male star has been suspended by the BBC after the allegations they paid an anonymous teen around £35,000 over a period of 3 years from the age of 17. The teen in question, now 20, last night denied the claims via a lawyer. In a letter to the BBC, the lawyer wrote, "For the avoidance of doubt, nothing inappropriate or unlawful has taken place between our client and the BBC personality, and the allegations reported in the Sun newspaper are rubbish." BBC's Director General Tim Davie is due to face the media in a virtual conference today for a scheduled briefing following the release of the corporation's annual report, although the controversy will dominate the agenda. The report, planned before the allegations came out, is an assessment of the BBC's performance over the last 12 months. It typically reveals the pay remuneration of the corporation's biggest earners, with Mr. Davie also expected to answer questions about stars' pay packets. It comes after a legal representative for the young person claimed they told The Sun on Friday evening before the newspaper published the story that there was no truth to it, the BBC reported. A spokesperson for The Sun said, "We have reported a story about two very concerned parents who made a complaint to the BBC about the behaviour of a presenter and the welfare of their child. Their complaint was not acted upon by the BBC. We have seen evidence that supports their concerns. It's now for the BBC to properly investigate." The mother and stepfather of the young person stood by their allegation, and questioned how their child could afford the lawyer, The Sun reported. The newspaper alleged that the mother said, "It is sad, but we stand by our account and we hope they get the help they need. We did this to help, and the presenter has got into their head. How did they afford a lawyer?" The family were said to have complained to the BBC on May 19, but allegedly became frustrated that the star remained on air. On Sunday, a spokesperson for the BBC said, "The BBC takes any allegations seriously and we have robust internal processes in place to proactively deal with such allegations. This is a complex and fast-moving set of circumstances and the BBC is working as quickly as possible to establish the facts in order to properly inform appropriate next steps. It is important that these matters are handled fairly and with care. We have been clear that if, at any point, new information comes to light or is provided to us, this will be acted upon appropriately and actively followed up." The BBC first became aware of a complaint in May. New allegations were put to us on Thursday of a different nature, and in addition to our own inquiries we have also been in touch with external authorities, in line with our protocols. We can also confirm a male member of staff has been suspended. We expect to be in a position to provide a further update in the coming days as the process continues. The BBC board will continue to be kept up to date. Last night, the Metropolitan Police said it is undertaking further inquiries after meeting the BBC about allegations that an unnamed presenter paid a teenager for sexually explicit images, but added there was no investigation underway. A Met Police statement said, detectives from the Met's Specialist Crime Command met with representatives from the BBC on the morning of Monday 10th of July. The meeting took place virtually. They are assessing the information discussed at the meeting and further inquiries are taking place to establish whether there is evidence of a criminal offence being committed. There is no investigation at this time.
mama.